Hey guys, this is Wes from YGO Lab. I just want to say Happy New Year's to everyone. This is going to be our channel's first video for 2014, and it is my BATTLIN Boxer deck profile. The deck is really fun to play, but not as many people see it as such a competitive deck, more a fun deck. But I actually took it to locals a week or so ago, and I got 8th place, so that wasn't too bad. There are a lot of different variants you can run in the deck. There's the Chameleon engine, which most people run now. The Chaos engine with numbers 105 and C105. I run a little bit of both. I don't run Magnum Shield though, some people like that, but I'll just get right into the deck. Start with 3 Switch Hitter. It's really good, it brings out Yoke really easily. You just special summons 1 BATTLIN Boxer from your graveyard. The downfall to this is you can only special BATTLIN Boxers when you use this effect. But if you don't want to go into a boxer and let's say you want to go into like a different XZ monster, if you can keep them alive for 1 turn, you can just do that next turn. Then I run 3 Glassjaw. It's the heart and soul of the deck really. You just send it to the graveyard whenever possible using effects from Headgeared, Foolish Burial, just cards like that. Because then when you send it to the graveyard by a card effect, you can return 1 BATTLIN Boxer monster other than Glassjaw from your graveyard to your hand. Next I run 3 Spar. Some people run 2, I don't know how that's functionable, but it's really good. When you control a BATTLIN Boxer monster, you can special summon him, but you cannot conduct your battle phase for the rest of the turn, so you can drop it in main phase 2 if you'd like, and that way you can still conduct your battle phase. Then I run 2 Headgeared. I found 3 to be too cloggy, so I think 2 is a really good count. It sends Glassjaws to the graveyard, returns Switch Hitters, Spars, etc. I just feel the 3 is too much. Then I run 2 Counterpunch. Some people don't run this at all. They just run Magnum Shields or other monsters. But I think the 1000 push is really good. Downfall to this is you can only use 1 per turn, but I mean it's still a pretty good card in a pinch. Then for the other support cards, I run 2 Mass Chameleon. It's a tuner, so its effect is when it's normal summoned, you can special summon 1 monster with 0 defense from your graveyard, aka Glassjaw, and then that way it's an easy XZ or Synchro play. Because it's a tuner, they're both going to be level 4. Then I run 2 Max C. You can keep it in your side if you'd like, but I mean, I like it as a main deck card. It gets Jaws off, nothing much more, it's just Max C. Then 1 Blaster. It's really good in the deck because obviously they're all fires, except for Max C and Mass Chameleon, but I mean, all the boxers are fires. So you can special summon him from your graveyard if you need to. You can send Counterpunch with him because Counterpunch is alive in the hand and graveyard. You just banish it for the 1000 attack points, so that's good. That's all for the monsters. For the spells, I run 3 Spirits. It's good because if you can normal summon a BATTLIN Boxer, then you can special summon using Spirits. You just mill 1 card, and then you special summon a Boxer from your graveyard. So that can lead for an easy Yoke play if you need to. Then as I said in the beginning, I run the Chaos engine, so you need some sort of rank up card. I like Numeron's Force because it negates all other effects on the field, so that can be really good. Then I run 2 Kaiser Coliseum. I think more BATTLIN Boxer decks are starting to see this card now, not as many did before, but it's really good because I'd say like 75% of the time during your end phase you'll be sitting on 1 Lead Yoke. So if you can prevent your opponent from XZ or Synchro plays, that's really good. Gets them in a lock, kind of. Then I run 2 Forbidden Lance. It's good because if it saves Yoke from getting deprisoned and compulsed, and Yoke is just your star, really, MVP of the deck, so you need to keep him alive. I only run 1 MST. I think I took the other 2 out for Max C. So if you don't like Max C, you can just take it out for more MST. Or if you prefer not to run the Chaos engine, you can take those out also. Then for the 1-ofs, I run 1 Rhoda to recruit, a Foolish Burial to send Glassjaw to the graveyard, a Dark Hole because it's a staple really, plus you can detach from Yoke to push him while clearing your opponent's field. And a Book of Moon because Book of Moon wins games, sets big threats, can save you from an attack. It's nothing much, Book of Moon. For the traps, I run 2 Mirror Force. It's good because decks of spam, just get rid of them. 2 Fiendish Chain for decks that have like BLS effects that banish monsters because you need to keep Yoke alive. 1 Solemn Warning, these are the 1-ofs. 1 Solemn Warning to negate like big summonings like Draco Sack, Big Eye, etc. Bottomless Trap Hole stop big threats. Torrential, decks of spam, plus again detaching from Yoke is ideal because you want to boost him up while clearing your opponent's field. And a Compulse to get over like big Exceed monsters. For the extra deck, Synchros because I run Mass Chameleon. I run one Colossal Fighter because these are warriors, so late in the game you can boost them up. Crimson Blader because decks with high monsters need to prevent them from summoning them. And Scrap Dragon because if you have a Yoke on the field, you can just detach from Yoke by destroying him using Scrap Dragon's effect. Or if you have a Glassjaw on the field, you destroy that also, and then you get Glassjaw's effect off, and then you get a nuke on your opponent's field. So that's useful. For the Exceeds, I run obviously 3 Yoke because these are BATTLIN boxers and you need Yoke. Some decks I've seen run 2, and I'm like, how do those function? Then I run Abyss Dweller to stop graveyard effects, Diamond Dire Wolf if you need a nuke badly, Excalibur for the 4000 push, King of the Feral Imps to recruit your Mass Chameleons, and number 50 Black Ship of Corn to get over like Zen mains, cards that just can't be destroyed or something like that because it sends. Then, as I said, I run the Chaos Engine, so I run 1 Utopia and 1 101 along with their Chaos counterparts, C39, Utopia Ray Victory, and C105, Star Cestus, and Comet Cestus. Comet Cestus is really good because if you have number 105 as an overlay unit, you get his effect off, you detach, and you can nuke one monster on your opponent's side of the field and inflict damage equal to that monster's attack points. And Utopia Ray Victory is good if your opponent has a lot of back row because when it attacks, your opponent can't activate any spell or traps until the end of the damage step, I believe. For the side deck, I'm not completely sure what to run, but I think I have a general idea. I run 2 Effect Veilers for, again, decks that have effects like BLS that banish. 2 more MST for against like back row reliant decks, spellbooks even. 2 Prohibition because Prohibition's never bad really. You just select whatever the deck's main card is. A System Down, this is mainly directed towards Jared's Mecha Phantom Beast because they're just a pain to deal with, the tokens and all, so it just banishes them all. For traps, 2 Heraldry Record for against Exceed reliant decks, 2 Imperial Iron Wall for against decks that banish, 2 Light Imprisoning for against Constellars, Light Swarms, all the light decks. 1's Proxy, but I'm getting off a trade tomorrow, I think. And 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror for against Dark Worlds, Evil Swarms, all the dark decks. Alright, well this has been my BATTLIN Boxer deck profile. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I would love constructive criticism because some of my side deck choices I'm not entirely sure about, so I'd love to know what you guys run. Anyways, this is YGOLY Lab signing off. Please like, comment, subscribe.